Peak Design is a company known for great photography products, but now they're moving into something a little more interesting. They're moving into mobile. Last month, Peak Design closed out a crowdfund raising over $2 million for mobile. And to talk about what they have going on, we have the CEO of Peak Design, Peter Daring. How are you today, sir?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me. Pleased to be talking about this.
Mobile is not just a case. It is a system where you're able to mount your phone to all kinds of different things. If you wanted to mount this phone to your bicycle, you have this lovely little machined bit. And you can see there's actually a catch here so that it won't fall off. And then you can just...
fact, you only need to press one of them.
You only have to press one. Okay, I didn't know
You
that.
press one. Yep. Yeah, and it's because we didn't want to be, scripting about handedness. Sometimes you're grabbing grabbing your phone with your right hand, and it's easiest to do it like this. And in other cases, it may be easiest with your left hand, and you still want to be able to have access. So that's why we have two buttons, is just to make it easier. Only need to push one.
Interesting. And it's a magnet snap. So you actually don't need to use either of the buttons when you pop it onto your device, right? You just have it and it's right there and it's not coming off. If you're not interested in mounting this to a bike, you just have a car, you can do that. There's a car mount. There is a wall mount, which is very flat and very small. Also just pops right on there.
This is only 2.25 millimeters in thickness. And the way that we're able to achieve a hard lock, which is something that we're basically saying, in order for it to come off, it's about 150 pounds of braking strength. It's no phone interaction. I think you'd be hard pressed even in an accident to have this thing come off. We use this it's a ceramic insert. Certainly steel or other metals would be capable of being strong enough, but the reason we use ceramic is because wireless charging has become an important part of mobile ecosystems now. So having something that has the stiffness and durability to not flex under a load and make sure that it can never come off and still be really thin and allow charging requires us to have this, frankly, very expensive machined ceramic part right in the heart of this case. Prioritizing thinness while prioritizing protection and these variety of mounts is really what has driven toward this design. And there simply is not another case on the market that allows you to mount your phone in as many ways and also have this slim, beautiful profile that is a case you would want to have on your phone.
I always find myself in places where I wish I had a little tripod for my phone. And you guys have really sort of made this possible. This looks about slightly thinner than a cell phone. And this is a tripod. And this blew my mind when it came in the mail. I could not believe my eyes. So you've got this wonderful little system where everything just folds out. And it's beautifully machined. It feels incredibly strong. How did your team, or how does your design team iterate and come up with something like this?
So much of the key is in the ball joint. And to have a robust ball joint that can provide enough, the appropriate amount of resistance is a really critical aspect of this design. But it's also very hard to get enough friction in such a small ball, right? And so one of the ways we've solved for that, have you observed the tool that is in the middle of this, which you push on?
No. Oh my.
So push on the thing that looks like you
just discovered it. I can't believe this.
So push on that and it pops up and it's magnetically attached in place.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Right.
Got it.
Exactly. Okay. Now the reason that's there is because if we're going to be so bold as to use a ball head, at some point, the friction on that ball and aluminum interface is going to wear it down. And it's critical that you be able to tighten that, but also have it be small enough where it is with you all the time and completely unobtrusive to the point where it was hidden, right? And these are the little aspects of joy.
So much so that I had no idea it was there.
Yes, exactly. These are the aspects of joy that you get with Peak Design products. And actually, that tool is going to be used for another purpose it's going to make this thing removable. And the reason it needs to become removable is because the Apple cases, of course, don't have this beautiful ceramic
Right.
insert.
They don't have that.
And so if it's going to fit in there and just magnetically attached to the back, that positive piece can't be there. But the thing
Right.
is that the product is better with that positive piece. And so
Yeah.
at Peak Design, we're very much about having our cake and eating it too. And what that actually means in this case is like, gosh, it would be super nice to be able to keep that boss for people that buy into the Peak Design ecosystem. But we know this is going to be a valuable product for every single person who owns an iPhone 12 and beyond, whether they
Right.
have an Apple case, some other MagSafe case. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a useful product. So how do we accommodate both of those uses?
You also have other things that I don't have here. You have a creator kit that you can add on to that Kickstarter. You've got motorcycle mounts. You've got, I mean, there are a lot of different things. And
Useful charging stand.
yeah, that stand is really interesting to me. So it stands up and also lays flat, right? It
It
goes
lays
flat.
flat, but I mean, it's a charger, right? That's meant to compete with Apple's, very small circular MagSafe,
Sure.
but it solves the problem of two things. One, the phone remaining stuck to the actual charger, and then also it actually is quite nice to be able to articulate this and turn your phone into more of like, a
A
computer,
display. Yeah.
a display.
A
Yeah.
nice
And
display.
also, let's mention that the creator kit, like we haven't actually marketed this at all. It allows you to turn your phone into a GoPro because it utilizes the hard lock here and it has a GoPro mount. So any GoPro mounts that are out there, you can now stick your phone to with the same confidence that it is going to be there when you're
Hold.
done surfing or squirrel suit flying or crushing down a mountain, whether it's on a bike or skis. And like I'm excited to get behind marketing that aspect of the system. We just haven't had time. There's so
Mhm.
much to talk about with the mobile ecosystem.
Peter Daring, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about Peak Design's mobile phone mounting ecosystem of products. This is really cool. I'm really excited about it. If you guys want to learn more, you can head over to peakdesign.com. Again, it's launching this year. This is a product that's coming out this year. It's not some crazy prototype like we normally see at CES. This is something that you can get your hands on in 2021. You can head over to peakdesign.com. There's a Slacker Backer initiative available. So if you missed out on the Kickstarter, you can still get in. And we will be bringing you lots more CES 2021. Stay tuned.